Hey everybody, thank you for watching this, first of all. Secondly, I have been wanting to make these videos for a while now, and I haven't because I'm a little bit shy and embarrassed because I'm a perfectionist, and to have to admit that I have disabilities is really hard for me. So most of the time I spend it in denial, but I can't do that anymore. And I'm looking for support, but I'm also wanting to encourage others that are going through something similar. People who are really busy in their lives, maybe they're entrepreneurs, mothers that have a job as well, anybody that is carrying a big load on their shoulders, and on top of that they're in pain. I think the tendency in life is to just give up and go, oh well, this is me. I'm overweight. I have problems. That's just life. I'm just getting old, And I don't believe that's true. I believe it's a decision. So for myself, I've been just trying to figure out where to go, what to do. And this year, a couple years ago, I suspected I was allergic to gluten, and I went off of gluten for a couple of years, and I just have a memory that I had a lot of energy. I don't know, I just didn't have a lot of pain all over my body. Then I kept hearing things like, oh, it's just a diet fad, or it's in your head, or things like that. And I started eating it again because I'm a stress eater. So if I'm under a lot of stress, I'm gonna go after chocolate and bread. It's just to comfort foods like that. And it was okay for a while, but I had to take a 800 milligram ibuprofen because I had tons of inflammation, and then I was like, oh, it's just whatever, it's just this or that. And anyways, I started to have stomach problems, and I'll just stop there at the details, but it just became really evident that gluten and Jessica do not get along. And a friend of mine a long time ago gave me a book called Eating Right for Your Blood Type, and I'm Rh negative, or B negative, and for my blood type, wheat actually is a bad thing. So that's years ago. That's when I said, oh, I should try this. I should try to avoid the carbs and the wheat, and I was doing pretty good, and then I just had a relapse. So I'm suffering from it, and I'm trying to bounce back, which is easier said than done. But one thing that I do share a lot of Shakeology stuff, because it's the one thing I know that I can eat and instantly I feel better. I mean, this morning I had, I ran out of my frozen strawberries, so I had been drinking it without it. Anyways, you don't really need the frozen fruit, but it just adds a little bit of thickness to the shake. So I was like, oh, well, instead I'll have this, sorry, I have the window open. I live right by the highway. So, anyways, I basically, sorry, I got sidetracked. Oh yeah, I had heard of this diet French women, do, and I've shared the recipe once before, but it's just like yogurt and honey and mixed with walnuts and all this really healthy stuff. And I had that this morning. I even cut up an organic pear, really fresh, and it was great. It was delicious, but the problem is that I'm used to having Shakeology, which fills me up and makes me feel really great, and I have a lot of energy. And then this morning I crashed. An hour later, I was starving, and so I went to the vending machine and got a granola bar, and nothing. It was like empty calories. I don't know. It's just a testimonial to Shakeology. It's not just a shake mix, because if it was, they would just sell it at GNC. But I won't go into all that. I don't want to keep this video like really long, but I need to work out, and I figured last time I made a video and I said I was going to work out, I was like, I couldn't not do it because I said I was going to do it. And so I think by posting this video, it's kind of, I'm doing my own accountability. But I do want to give a little bit of thanks to Kitty, my friend Kitty out in Dallas, because, you know, the other day I was complaining like nobody reached out to me, and she's just like, what am I supposed to do? Call you or something? And we were texting each other, and I was telling her about how I need to talk myself into doing the foot bath, ice bath thing, and that psychologically I was having a hard time doing it because I don't like pain. I have a nerve damage, so anything painful, I have a hard time with it. So I hadn't done it in years, and I was just like, oh, it's going to suck, it's going to suck. And last night I didn't work out, but I did, I rearranged my room, all the furniture and stuff, and now there's this big space open that I can do the physical therapy stuff I need to do before and after my workout. So that's another reason why working out is such a pain for me, because it's not like, oh, I can just work out for an hour and then I'm done. But no, I have to do all this stuff to make sure that I'm not in a lot of pain the next day. And I don't mean like muscle pain, oh, I worked out and I feel tight or sore or whatever. I'm just talking about like, oh my gosh, my back just locked up and now I can't move. Like that kind of thing. So it sucks getting old, right? I just keep telling myself that it means I've had a very active life. It has not been boring, and I have the injuries to prove it, right? So anyways, I don't know if anybody can relate to me, but like I work full time, and it's very like it drains me, my thinking up here. So it's not physically draining. It's just it takes a while for me to just get home and like get into working out. It's not a habit I want, because I have me and a friend of mine, Connie, are going to go to, in March next year, we're going Outward Bound. I have a list here so I don't start rambling, but I have to do the paperwork for that tonight. There's one part of that paperwork that I forgot, and the paperwork is like this thick because it's a scholarship for veterans. So if you're a veteran, if you want to go, I'll let you know about that. It's going to be awesome. We're going to learn how to do canoeing and all this stuff for outdoors. So besides just trying to get looking at least half decent for this music video, I also want to be able to be in enough shape that, you know, I can climb up 2 flights of my stairs and not be out of breath. That would be really nice. So in March when we go, I don't know what all it entails. It might be a little bit of hiking and all this stuff, and I'm just like, okay, can I physically do this? And I want to make sure that I can. So that's like just another thing I have to do tonight. I have to design my friend's logo. I have to write a blog post because I interviewed a friend of mine for Audio Press. I have to return some items to PetSmart. I keep putting that off. You know, making dinner, things like that, and then work out. By that time, it's 6 o'clock right now, so by that time, it's going to be really late at night. That's why I feel like I do recommend working out in the morning for other people. But right now, I have too much of a before and after regimen that I have to do. I'd be waking up at 5 in the morning if I did it then. But anyway, so I have to do PIO tonight. I'm gonna wait to go to my apartment gym for this weekend when Alexis gets here with her dance crew, because they're totally gonna inspire me to get fit. I'm just watching them have fun dancing, and I'll be so jealous because I haven't danced in a long time. And speaking of that, I think half of my feet problems are because when I was a dancer, I did a lot of hip hop when I was younger, and I wore sneakers, instead of dance shoes. And I'm just telling you, that's a really bad idea. Contact me if you're a hip hop dancer and you're wearing sneakers, or you're a little raver kid and you love to actually dance at raves. In sneakers, I'm talking to you. Or if you're a club girl like I used to be when I got a little bit older and I went to the club in high heels and danced for hours and hours. And then even when I went to dance class, I wore sneakers instead of dance shoes. So that was a big mistake. And plus, I didn't do a lot of stretching before and after like I'm talking about now, and I'm regretting it. And I'm trying to share my story to help others. So, I have friends who are, we're getting older and we've got problems, physical problems or mental problems, or it's just working out. It just seems like something, it's just painful and sometimes not motivating. It's not fun, especially in the beginning when you went from nothing to like trying to do it every day. But anyways, I just hope that by sharing, at some point I will take a before picture of like, this is where I'm at now, so that in a couple of weeks I can show the after. And that's really super embarrassing. So I'm not looking forward to that part. But what I do want to get myself to do on my own, and if I just say this to the public, my friends' public, I might be able to make myself do it because I have to own what I say, right? So I want to take my professional video camera, and I want to just film little snippets of where I'm at, the progress over the next 4 to 6 weeks, and see where I'm at with balance, because I have a hard time with my balance because of the stress fracture in my right foot. Where it's at is just, I don't know, I just have really bad balance. If you spend enough time with me, you might have noticed. It's like I could be wearing flats and fall over and anyways. And then see where my flexibility is. Because I used to be really more flexible than I am now, and just from sitting at an office desk or staring at my laptop all day for school, I've just become really like stiff, and I have a lot of arthritis in different places. So I don't want to post it every day, but I've seen other people do, because there's this, my friend Ruby showed me a very inspirational video that had an older man who was overweight, and he had the little walking, they're not canes, but they like clasp on your arm, and his doctors told him that he could never walk without them again, and he decided he was going to do yoga, and he filmed it over a period of time of his progress, and it was so inspiring for me personally. I just thought, this man went from not even being able to walk, and yoga, just the stretching of the muscles every day, you could see how he could get better just a little bit every day. So I'm really hoping that the same thing happens for me, and I can't count on anybody else to come over here and be my film crew, and I don't really want that, but it's hard to motivate myself to videotape the most difficult part of my life. So I am looking for people that want to go on this journey with me, and share anything with you that's going on with you, that I can be there for you. Okay, I'm gonna go before I get all emotional. But I hope you guys have a great night, and we'll see what happens. I'm putting this video out there, and I'm gonna make myself do some PIO, because it's not that hard. And the results I've seen other people, because I'm in an accountability group, so I don't really need support with that specifically from my friends. But oh great, somebody's calling me. Peace.